Hello, guys. It's your Uncle Nate, and it's been a while. Today was the eclipse, and then the alignment of all planets in our solar system, and a meteor shower supposedly somewhere in the north. But me living in New York, there is no meteors or showers, but there are a lot of naked chicks all around under their clothes. The key is getting them off, and you have to bring them to a private, safe space or marry them. Then you can see them naked all day. But you're not allowed to see multiple naked women. Those are rules. My rules are simple in my channel. Zero, don't get hurt. One, don't hurt anybody at all. A lot of people in war are having trouble with this, but that's alright. You know? I mean, why wouldn't you go get hurt or whatever? So I'm gonna do some green screen. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do really? Hmm. What that? Ooh, playables. You can actually play games during the thing. Holy crap, I can stream with a game. Oh my goodness, it's game over. Holy shit. Flames of Fortune. Huh. I think I'll play the Fortune. Yeah. No doubt. Play. Huh. I can't believe this. Tap with the tip. Alright. Fixed number. Right. So I'm a total boomer. Spell. I'm gonna equip a spell. And I'm gonna drag this all the way to the other hand. Now I'm a paladin. Space in the backpack, put it in there. That's like Diablo 2, but for retards. I don't think Kai's gonna come in or people from the press because maybe they're a little snippy. You haven't. I can move forward and draw a new card. All right, and I cast my spell on the fucking goblin. Boom, dead. All right. If I drag that enemy on me, boom, he died. All right. To heal myself, I equip the potion, and then I take the gold, and then I take the potion. I press this thing. Cat. I don't think I care about the cat too much. Chat filter all messages. Hmm, interesting. Well, maybe this time I'll make it to 9 minutes and 11 seconds without anybody joining in. It's like 11:30, and I think I have a good chance this time. Like Charlie Brown and Lucy Van Pelt. This is the day where I'm most powerful. I am Jupiter, a god, and I'm quite pleased with all you have done in the world of peace and stability. So I'm just going to play my game until 9/11, which would be, interesting because that's never happened. Tap to continue. I equip the shield on my right hand. Oh, what chest? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm having trouble with this fucker. 5 ability cards. Explosion. I don't even know how to do this. Oh well, I'll take the shield. And then I don't know. Oh god, boomer. So anyway, no champ. What's the harm? It's a good day for a first date or a last date. I always like first dates better than last dates because there's a lot of crime. City never sleeps. Look at it. There's a really good chance I'll be able to complete this 9/11 stream at night. So that's good. Part of it is being so obnoxiously irritating that nobody wants to talk to me at all. So, people are posting in conspiracy forums, reviewing Comtown chats. I had a dog, and again, I know all about security questions. Let's call this dog Cerberus. And Cerberus would always visit all the afterlives to check if they're properly scared. And then, that translated to a real life dog of mine. And, same thing, less scary because she's a big coward sometimes, but still caring. So she would leave a Cerberus sized caring monster. Keep it down. But, so I know she's watching over. She's like a little sister, big sister. This dog is mature faster, you know. So you just have to keep up. Whatever role she assumes, you just be helpful. I think I have a really good chance. Suck on it, Lucy Van Pelt. This is the timeline where Charlie Brown wins. I am Charlie, even though I'm going to collapse. When you collapse forward. You let all the watchers know that watch me try, man. That's fucking Goliath. He beat me, but not by much. And when he squishes you, it's like, didn't hurt much, jerk. I think I have a real chance. So anyway, as long as I'm prevented from learning this thing, how the hell? I just skip it. Fuck it. Skip play. And I'll take the gold into my thing, put the potion in my backpack, take the shield, drag this motherfucker in. What is that? Potion. And drag that guy in his shield, he dies. I'm gonna apply this, and then there's gold, and then another shield. And drag this motherfucker in. He died. So now I'm gonna take a spell, and I'm mulligan, put that in the chest. Huh. I'm getting the hang of this, I think. Spell. I still don't know how to use spells. Your turn. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, so 2 minutes left to go. That's roughly 120 seconds. And in my life, 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, wow, there's a lot of food. Somebody left a lot of food out. I wonder what kind of food that is. It appears to be rice of some sort. Huh. Potatoes. Yep, potatoes. Potatoes. It's always the same. Potatoes. The city is so generous. Yeah, it's like if you want potatoes, you get potatoes. I mean, I have food at home, but 1 minute to go or 30 seconds. If you're a drinker, a critical drinker, this is the one day I actually could pull it off. An entire 9 minutes, 11 seconds without anybody, a fan or otherwise, or a bot, or an attacker, or even an assassin. You know, it's just peace be upon you all. I have a chance to wear myself out and carry some heavy shit from garbage. Well, why would I do that? That would be a massive loss. Anyway, the earth is flat. You know why? Because all people charge a flat rate initially. Like, I'm not sure I trust you, so I'm going to charge you a flat rate. Just by that logic, the earth is flat. You know? And then if you want somebody to say the earth is round and I pass 9/11, well, then, you adjust the scale. You round it up. Now it's round earth because, the earth is flat unless it pays more. Ooh, a ballast. Do you know how cool these are if you want to, like, electrocute somebody? I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, God. Life's hard enough without me trying to electrocute people. Let me see if I can, yo, see this? Oh, my goodness. It has an actual plug. Ah, and how does that work? I'm so curious as to how this works. Aha! There it is. Uh huh. Uh huh. This could work as a printer and then a long extension cord, a Tiro, huh, a printer. Ah, well, nah, life is good forever. Zero chatter, zero likes. Now, my next milestone in all this is 16 minutes and 40 seconds. By that time, 1,000 seconds have passed. And then that means a trillion nanoseconds have passed. A trillion ways all my life could go wrong. As in, I won't be the last one in all this to turn off all the lights. And I've watched Wally a little bit. All the humans are in low orbit space and eating food and snacks, watching the internet, posting on forums, basically generating some sort of entertainment egregore for loose vampires to feed on. And don't be so hard on the vampires. I'm one. It's just I chose to loosh myself, since why would I share anything at all with you? I'm the only one who enjoys my own cooking. I cook for myself, and if you taste it, I probably get demand. So I make sure I eat food no one else would ever eat. That way, when I'm hungry, only I can eat it, and you won't bully me. You know, I drink things like Everclear and milk, and even though that makes me vomit, it tastes better coming up if you pair it with something cool. Also, when you have time, visit King's Halal Food here in the corner of East 40th and Park Avenue in New York City. But this is a very hardworking city. Even with the Strait of Hormuz, it's like, I guess we have it. We're gonna keep it. Why not, right? That's what Trump said. It's like we're winning. My bot on Telegram said, you know, uh, Open Rider needs scripts. It's like first, when I get paid, all of you will get paid, which is fucking never. I've accepted this. The only time I get paid is like civic improvement. So I like this game, you know. Big bro. I'm never gonna be a big guy. I've accepted that, you know. But neither are a lot of people. There's a lot of people like Peter Dinklage or other people. They're kinky as all hell. They're dwarfs, man. Little people. They got ideas. And of course, once you hit a certain level of fame and fortune, well, you're entitled to the hottest models of all time. But they're secretly laughing at all of you, you know? They wait at the finish line where, like, it's free money because they know their shelf life isn't that long. There's always going to be a prettier girl, or in my case, a dumber person. So, here I am at the end of life of being a moron. I'll be called to do very, very strenuous work, just thinking on how to maintain this system for the next generation. And it sucks to be like the slowest. But you gotta be methodical, you know? You don't start anything. And even with my methodical, I still miss a few. Do you guys know the difference between an exhibitor and sponsor? Apparently I don't. You know? When I could miss one. It's such an important distinction that, a sponsor is much more important than an exhibitor because they offset your costs. Whereas exhibitor, and just maybe they'll come, maybe they won't. So good. 2 more minutes and then I'll have like a trillion things from God. I don't know. I don't like this game. Let's see if I can end this game. How do you end this game? No. Oh, I get. And I'm back. This is my ugly ass face. A face only a mother could love. You know? I'm reduced to using AI for whatever like weird shit I want to do. And if you're gonna get arrested for AI or you know, for a thing, make sure it's somebody you may or may not be cool with. Somebody from a long time ago who knows you're a fucking loser and doesn't mind. Very generous woman, you know. And people who may be washed up porn stars. I mean, they'll be happy for the reminder. I fat to you all them years ago. Yeah, and now you're like, an accountant in Wyoming. Who knows? Even the people on OnlyFans these days, once the scandal comes in, off you go. Okay, so another 2 minutes of this. Here I am walking my usual beat. There's a character, fictional character, speculative fiction in this world. His name is Commander Samuel L. Vines. Not that you care. Most people are worried about gas prices or like tariffs or Adderall shortages, whatever. But Commander Vimes would always walk from his house to the watch house, which is like the equivalent of a precinct in modern updated times. But, so he would often capture assassins, leave traps, and it's like prophecy. Only someone who is ideally suited would actually be hurt by this trap. Just like a sticky trap, you know? Like you like a certain kind of food, this and that. So he would always saunter by and it's like check all the traps. Hopefully there's nothing in the bear trap. But if there is an assassin there, they usually carry their money for some reason. Either a USB thing where to get the Bitcoin, and you just divest them of such things. And that's one way to fund a police operation. But honestly, lucky guys, huh? Smooch him. I always yell that out. Actually, there's always a drink over there. I forgot to get my energy drink. So it's 16 minutes and 40 seconds, and we're good. All normal somehow. Life is good. If I was a drinking type, and believe me, when I was younger, I couldn't even get or pull, maybe out of pity. Although when I turned 18, I got a pity kiss from a stripper. And it's like maybe she was sucking dick before, but hey, at 18, I have 40 years to get over it. So what's the next milestone here? After 16 minutes and 40 seconds, which we just passed, I'm going to say 93 minutes because at that point, if it takes like 15 or 20 minutes for a fight, they're just milking you out of your money. 10 rounds, we don't want to injure, blah, blah, blah. But in a real street fight, if the guy isn't dead in 5 seconds, you're dead right after that. I can also get these things. But most times I wait. I'm not really going to stream for 93 minutes. I just want to see what happens next, So I know what's going to happen next. I'm going to live for 1 trillion years watching all of you succeed while I hold down the fort in fucking hell. You know what I mean? Stand against live export. Vision Zero. I'll just use this as a thing, This is a peek into my life. As you can see, there's no drones above me, no lightning from gods or demons. I try to balance my life so that everybody hates me equally, I try to make friends with people. I give them fond nicknames. I know I'm not actually there, this and that. I'm an outcast. I'm an outsider. But I'm allowed to dream in my free will, The reality that I face is that the current one is that I'm in the Antarctic or something. The explorers want to find out what threats there are outside of the colony. They strapped all these stakes on me, and I walked around the outside of the settlement, and the polar bears were just killing themselves laughing at me. And, you have to walk confidently. You have to project this is funny to you, and even though they're hungry, it's just one of them will learn English. Hold on, maybe the the steaks are poisoned. That's the one you want to talk to. So you do talk English. You must have eaten somebody who spoke English. Nice to meet you. I'm Nate Mendez. So, and I don't have as much pull as the nobody when it comes to somebody as powerful as Kai, who may be entrenched in some sort of wickedness, I'll say, because it involves a lot of money and a lot of people. So I ain't gonna, not snitch, but I'll give hints. But if you're not smart enough, those traps I mentioned will get you. Just like COVID, drop dead. Not my fault, just my responsibility. When God or Jesus Christ comes, it's like, what happened to all these dead demigods? Well, you wanted me to fetch lumber, so I lumber along like behemoth. And I am behemoth. Behemoth is always too lazy to actually kill you. But if I'm clumsy, I've kicked a few things that I shouldn't have. I kicked plastic bottles. If those were actual human beings, I'm sorry. Make sure you don't appear like a harmless plastic bottle around me, because I might step on you. Not my fault, just my responsibility. I'm also Leviathan, because my name is Nathan. And if you put 10 Leviathan, that's Levite Nathan. Now, this is a friend of mine, I call him friend, who is a lone wolf, hasn't had sex in all these years, but very knowledgeable. His virtue and his virginity preserved him. Still, I'd like to see him like match up with somebody. Even wisdom as a female. His book suddenly formed a female shape. I don't know. But there are all these insane people that within 2 weeks of my therapy, they become completely sane. They have that moment of clarity. Holy shit, what have I been doing all this time? I've hurt a lot of people. And then the repentance and the thing. Most times I keep them around for like a week. Then they see how I do it, and then they apply it to their life, even as an inanimate flock camera or whatever. Honestly, all that's going to happen is your birthday will come, advance happy birthday to all, or belated, and then you'll be around people who just like stare at you. I gave you a birthday present, why don't you give me one? You must have not gotten the note that I'm broke, you know? It's a memo, I'm fucking broke. But I will never steal, never will steal, never will kill my people for money, never will sell my body for money, because honestly, look at me. And I'll just wait in joyful hope for the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ and all my money, which never will come, because there's a joke. The aliens, space aliens, if you believe them, from outside of this flat earth to the round earth. Come, hi earthlings, we come in peace, you know. And then it's like all the warlike humans are like, Jesus told us, thy kingdom come, we must dominate all. I was like, and the alien goes, I know Jesus, we know Jesus. Every 5 years he comes around and we give him big bags of candy. So we assume that that's what, when's the last time he was around? 1,000, 2,000 years. What did you do? And that's an intent to humiliate the Pope. It might have worked for other popes, but he's from Chicago. Pope Bob. He doesn't really give a fuck what you aliens think about him. Neither do I, if you do exist. I'm of the opinion that you're just demons who like to fool humans. Greetings, earthlings. We're coming in peace, Baba chocolate. Like those chocolates weren't built on the backs of humans. Doesn't matter. Where did you get all these bags of chocolate from? Here. Why would Jesus, do that? And why every 5 years? I always dissect jokes or claims. Here I am just waiting. There's the Department of Buildings was here, and they may be surveying. I was thinking of putting one of my plants in here. What's the harm really? There's always somebody watching. But, if you have a good heart and good intent, you can walk God's kingdom, no problem. People work here. There's a commissary. You'd be surprised. You can earn wings, just like in Epic Mount on World of Warcraft. You could hop around on your 60% speed mount, and it's alright. But you feel bad when it's like 200% speed, 400% speed. You do your professions. There are better games than WoW, but not by much. So I'm on the flat earth side. Only because there's a flat fee by the USPS and all the if it becomes a scaling thing like profit sharing, the earth is round. You could believe in the round earth, but support the flat earth. And that's what a lot of people are doing. It's a minority. We talk about chicken nuggets and indoctrination, shaped like dinosaurs. So the kids think dinosaurs are real because I ate chicken nuggets out of that. That's deceptive. You know who you are. But that guy defending the flat earth, He says the best no of all time. Is this your friend? No. So proud of him. Whatever his real name is. I hope he's watching this. Because the guys were really buzzing about, oh, he got slaughtered. And I defended him. It was like, not by much, bro. He's one of the few people who's like, you, go fuck yourselves. So perfect, like a New Yorker. He's an albino, too. If you know him, shh, don't ruin the big surprise. Part of it is like being worthy of the kingdom. If you're worthy in small things, you'll be worthy in big things. And maybe he knows a few Chechens or Russians. He'd be like, let him talk. He doesn't talk like that, but I can imagine should the need arise, Tovrish, that niet no, Nishevo, etc., etc., Asvidanya. Just a few smatterings, to show that he grew up there, but he also speaks very, very fluent English. If you see him talk, even the I don't know, when somebody claims to have all the information, is like claiming like you can sing the entire national anthem of America. Part of being American is forgetting the second stanza. That's the security thing. Like this guy knows all stanzas. He must have studied to destroy America. Whereas if you grew up here, who gives a shit? America's been around before you and it will survive after you. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to sing, other people will carry up the slack. That's what America is all about. That's why there's tears. So, well, it's been good. I think less than 30 minutes is a wonderful thing. If you're with your loved one, smooch him or her. There's going to be good times anyway. Smooch him.
That I can't.